With Super Mario Bros. Wonder behind us, in front of us is another great Super Mario game, the remake of Super Mario Bros. RPG Legend of the Seven Stars. Now, for those of you who know me, this is one of my favorite games of all time. So when this remake was announced, yes, your boy was crying a ton. I have been foaming at the mouth for more information, more screenshots, more videos, more details, more of anything about this game. And thanks to my friends at Nintendo, I got an opportunity to look at the latest demo. So thank you to Nintendo for the opportunity. All right, so right out the gate, the biggest thing I'm falling in love with when it comes to Super Mario RPG are the visuals. Maybe I'm in the minority here, but the game really looks awesome. With the ability to change between modern music and classic music, you kind of get the best of both worlds here. I love the classic music. There's nothing like the original, but the modern music here seems really solid too. I can't wait to jump back and forth between the two to really understand and love and appreciate both. The art style is going to be something that people are either going to love or just really miss the old art style. Personally speaking, after looking at this for quite a bit, yeah, the visuals look great too. And the nice thing is that this seems to be a pretty close one-to-one remake. It's too early to tell, but I don't think there's going to be any type of cut content. If anything, things have gotten quality of life changes. So for example, there is now a monster book to tell you about all of the enemies in the game. If you're a completionist, this is something you have to look out for and do. And the funny thing is, simply fighting a monster does not get that monster in your book completely. You have to use Mallow's spell Psychopath to really download someone's data. However, in the remake, it's no longer called Psychopath, it's called Thought Peek. You use the spell not only to understand the enemy's weakness and their HP, but if you do those timed hits correctly, they're gonna go ahead and say a weird thought to themselves, and you get to hear that thought. Essentially what I'm getting at is, if you want to 100% Super Mario RPG Remake, you will need to use Thought Peek on almost every single enemy and or boss in the game. If this is true, this is kind of a bummer, because that means that you have to have Mallow in your party the entire time. Personally speaking, I love Mallow, but my team comp has always been Mario, Peach, Bowser. So, time will only tell, but if that is the case, Completionist beware, you have a lot to look out for. Speaking of timed hits now have an exclamation point that appear. Exclamation points indicate when you need to do that timed hit. Personally speaking, I think it's pretty easy just looking at it. I don't really have a strong opinion about this. It makes the game easier for new players. I think old players will get along with this just fine. But along with those timed hits does come a new function, combo chaining. Now, every time you do a timed hit, your chain will go up by 1. These chained hits together increase your stats across the board. And it also works when you are defending for yourself. So if you're attacking an enemy and you do a timed hit, your chain goes up. If you are being attacked and you defend yourself, your chain also goes up. And what's even crazier is that these timed hits, when the chain goes up, also make your regular attack start to hit multiple enemies on screen. So the higher the chain, the more powerful you are. You'll also notice that now there is a circle to the left of the screen. This circle is a power-up meter. When it gets to 100%, you can do a huge team attack. There's nothing wrong with this by any means. It's really, really visually stunning. It feels really special. I think it will help and come into play when you go up against these bigger boss fights. Now, if you're looking at this demo and you're thinking to yourself, wow, this team right here is very overpowered, I don't think so. 1, it's a demo, but 2, there is now a difficulty option in Mario RPG. This difficulty option is simply to make the game easier. So there's easy mode and normal mode. They also did change the control scheme, but there is a modern and a classic control scheme. It's really obvious that they worked hard to make sure that both new players and old players will appreciate everything here in Mario RPG Remake. Another really fun feature is that there's now an instant fast travel from anywhere on the map. So if you're in a dungeon, you're struggling and you want to get out of there, you no longer have to carefully platform and get out of there slowly. You can literally just transport yourself and be good. I think the weirdest thing for me in this remake so far is the menuing. The menu is very modern and very sleek, but personally the flair is a little boring to me. Maybe UI is just a thing of the past, but there's something so charming about the original. Outside of all of this, I am very excited for Super Mario RPG Remake. What's the thing you're most excited for this remake? Let me know in the comments down below. It's only a couple weeks away, so I can't wait to get my hands on it. That's it, everyone. I'll see you next time. Bye.